Good day. I am Brittany Aliviado Calo, a freshman psychology student from Section A2. Today, we have a guest here who is an athlete, and we will interview her later on. But first, let's get to know her, shall we?
So, I am Baby Me A. Sasil, a former athlete at Sangat National High School. I played basketball for almost 4 years, and I am a regular exerciser.
Okay, so now let's move on to the interview proper. I have four questions here for you to answer that mainly talks about you as an athlete and your lifestyle as a whole. Okay, are you ready? So now here's the first question. Why did you choose this kind of lifestyle?
Evidently, years ago is what motivated me to start exercising regularly now. Approximately 6 years and a half ago, I was a fresh athlete at our school. Looking back, I remember practicing hard for basketball to win intramural tournament and hope to go on to play with other schools. When I was in grade 7, we won the second place, and fortunately the coach chose me to be part of their team and compete with other schools, and it was my pleasure because I was a newbie that time. And after participating sports in 4 years, I began to understand what basketball was at that point, and I met new people that helped to mold me into who I am today. And I didn't stop playing basketball now, despite of my hectic schedules, difficulties, and problems. I only have little time to play, but I've become used to regularly exercising because it becomes an established routine for me.
Okay, that's very good, to have a healthy lifestyle to be physically fit. Here's the second question. What was your turning point that made you realize to engage in physical activity? What is your purpose?
Before, basketball was never really my type of sport. Rather, I chose clubs in high school and felt compelled to play a sport out of the blue at a time where I am more interested in singing. But as I was playing y8.com at Fay Internet, I watched Steve Nash playing basketball, and he was so cool for me, and I thought, ganahan ko mo duan nga sport. Steve Nash was the best league assist player, 8 times All Star, two times MVP, and one of the greatest NBA player that is underrated during 1996 until 2015. I think Steve Nash for me is my greatest admired person, or the major influencer that um, made me realize that basketball was something. I play basketball and exercise regularly for my overall development, and to improve my interpersonal communication skills, and for my to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
That's a very great and interesting story of how you started to play basketball. Indeed, regular exercise will make us physically and holistically healthy. Now let's move on to the third question. What keeps you motivated?
What scores on my motivation? I suppose the idea of moving forward in my future success while maintaining a healthy lifestyle. When I consider myself how I am doing today, I believe that I am motivated. I tend to prioritize my objectives, obligations, and concerns since I aim to inevitably transform for the better.
Agree with that. Working on your success and working on your life, you really need to be physically healthy in order to make the dream come true and be successful very soon. Okay, now, so we're finally moving on to the last question. What will you advise to a person with no interest in engaging in physical activity?
Okay, when a person has no interest in exercising or engaging in physical activity, is typically thought to be physically weaker. to get higher risk of heart disease and other regimental traits. And many people said that most likely people don't enjoy exercising, or they just don't want to do something in a day. So I've been there before starting basketball. I don't even think about my health and my life, but as simple as 30 dribbles a day, 30, 30 dribbles a day is all it takes for me to learn basketball. So I think that the routines of that our routines have a significant impact on what we do each day. And I think planning and doing that physical activity or performing that physical activity are two variables that are crucial. So regardless of how little you accomplish, it's like investing. As time passes, you acquire something, you generate progress. So you don't have to pressure yourself.
Yeah. Take your
Just
time.
just consider the change you want to undertake, and that's all that I can suggest.
That's true. Taking baby steps is important, and sooner or later, you'll get used to it. As what they say, practice makes progress. So, so all the youth, and not just the youth, the adults out there who are not interested in exercising and engaging in physical activities, you must start now. Change your whole life by engaging in exercises, and let's all be physically, mentally, spiritually, and holistically healthy. Let's together live a better life for a better world. So, to our guests, thank you so much for lending your precious time to be with us today. And that's all. Thank you.